Hi lovely people, welcome to this chest opening yoga practice. For today's practice, you won't really be needing anything aside from your yoga mats. So if you're ready, grab your mat, maybe grab some water, and let's begin. Coming onto your hands and knees, starting with a nice cat-cow. So your hands are shoulder-width distance underneath your shoulders, knees hip-width distance underneath your hips. Your inhale, making a nice hollow back, open your chest. Exhale, round back, chin into the chest. So your inhale, open, hollow back. Exhale, closing, rounding the back. So just repeating that a few times on your own breath rhythm. And also feel free to bring some more movement into it if that feels good for you. So maybe making nice circles with your hips or with your spine. So feel free to play around with the movements. As long as you're gently warming up your back and your spine, you're all good. So really just feel what feels good for you in the moment. Okay, last one. And finding a nice neutral spine. Hips are still above your knees, stepping your hands forward. Exhale, bring your chest towards your mat, coming into a puppy pose. You can either choose to rest your forehead on your mat, or for a more intense variation, placing your chin onto your mat. Really allow your chest to melt down. The straighter your arms are, the more intense it will be on your shoulders. So if you want to make it more gentle, you can bend your elbows, maybe even grab hold of your elbows. Holding for a last breath. Inhale, gently coming back up, placing your hands back underneath your shoulders, curl your toes into your mat, and exhale, lifting the hips all the way up and down, or up and back, coming into a downward dog. First downward dog of our class, so feel free to keep a nice bend in your knees, and maybe bring some movement into it. So bending one knee, then the other, as if you're walking on the spot. One more nice deep breath here. With your next inhale, step your right foot forwards, left knee onto your mat, coming into a low lunge. So your front knee is above your ankle, hips nice and low, and then really roll your shoulders back and down. Exhale, plant your hands onto your mat, stepping back into a plank, and choose your way down. So maybe placing your knees on the mat, bending the elbows, chaturanga. With your inhale, push your chest forward and up, cobra. And you want to be able to lift your hands off your mat. So it's really coming from your back here, pushing the tops of your feet onto your mat. Exhale, curl the toes under, hips up and back, downward dog. Nice deep breath here. Next inhale, step your left foot forward, right knee onto your mat, going into a low lunge on the other side. So again, knee above your ankle, hips nice and low. Rolling your shoulders back and down to keep your chest open. You have the option to also grab some blocks to open up your chest even more if that feels good for you. Your next exhale, stepping all the way forward, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Reach, find length. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Your inhale, step your right foot back, right knee onto your mat. Open your chest. Right through. So your exhale, plant hands down, stepping back into plank. Choose your way down. Inhale, open. Cobra or pushing all the way up into an upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Nice deep breath here. With your next inhale, stepping your right foot forward in between the hands. Left knee onto your mat. Again, low lunge. Exhale, plant hands down. Step back into plank. Choose your way down. Inhale, open cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Okay, staying here for 3 breaths. So really focus on finding length in your arms and the back. Just allow your head to hang, doesn't have to do anything. Last breath here. Inhale, coming forward into a plank. Exhale, chaturanga, coming all the way down onto your belly. Okay. Arms are coming alongside your body, palms facing down, pushing the tops of your feet into your mat. And inhale, lift your chest forward and up. So as if we're doing a cobra, except this time we have our hands alongside the body. So roll the shoulders back and down. Next inhale, lift your arms up. Trying to keep them somewhat close to your body, so we're not an airplane. We're trying to keep them nice and close. Next inhale, also lifting your feet up. So making a nice little boat out of ourselves. Try to keep your feet somewhat close together, arms close to the body. Holding for a last breath. Maybe going up a little bit higher for your last breath. And exhale. Gently come back down. Plant your hands alongside your hips. Curl your toes into your mat. Lifting your hips all the way up and back. Downward dog. Inhale, lift your right foot off your mat. Stretch it out behind you. Exhale, bend your knee and open your hips. So your knee is coming all the way up towards the ceiling. Try to keep your shoulders square for another moment. With your next exhale, option to place your foot all the way down towards the floor behind you. Lifting your right hand off your mat. Push your hips up, chest up. Just allow your right hand to kind of float up in the air. Wild thing. Keep pushing your chest up. With your next exhale, gently plant your hand back down, stepping back into a downward dog. Nice deep breath here. With your next inhale, lifting your left foot all the way up. So reach it out behind you. Exhale, bend your knee, lifting knee all the way up towards the ceiling. So opening your hips, stacking your hips on top of each other. But try to keep your shoulders square for another moment. The next exhale, option to place your foot all the way down onto the floor behind you. Lifting your left hand off the mat. Push your hips up, push your chest up. Wild thing. Last breath. With your next exhale, gently bring your hand back down, stepping back, and downward dog. Okay, taking 2 nice deep breaths here. Inhale, coming forward into a plank. Exhale, chaturanga, coming all the way down onto the belly again. Bend your knees. Grab hold of either your feet or your ankles. And if you cannot reach your feet or your ankles, you can use a strap. Bring that around your ankles and then grab hold of the strap. So it's also an option. Knees somewhat close together. Now on your next inhale, push your feet into the hands, lifting them all the way up towards the ceiling. Going into Natarajasana, bow pose. So again, try to keep your knees somewhat close together. So you don't have to be touching, but don't allow them to splay out too wide. Holding for a last breath. And exhale, gently come and back down. Okay, just placing your hands on top of each other for a moment, allowing your forehead to rest onto your hands. And I recommend placing your big toes together, allowing your heels to fall open, which gives some nice space for your lower back. Let's hold here for our last breath. Plant your hands alongside your ribs, curl the toes under. On your exhale, lift the hips all the way up and back, downward dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, step or hop towards the front of your mat, going halfway up. So making a tabletop with the back. Exhale, forward fold. Let's hold here for a nice deep breath. Your inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Reach, find length. Exhale, hands down. All right. Grounding your left foot onto your mat, bending your right knee, and then grab hold of either your foot or your ankle. Okay. Placing your left hand onto your left hip, and really pull your foot close to the hips. Okay. From here, see if you can maybe rotate your pelvis slightly so your sit bones go down, pubic bone comes up. You should feel the stretch on your leg intensify a little bit. With your next exhale, folding forward from your hips. And then again, push your foot into your hands, lifting your foot all the way up, opening the chest. And an option to reach your left hand all the way forward. Keep opening the chest. Last breath. Inhale, coming all the way up. Let go of your foot and plant it back down. Okay, maybe make some small movements if that feels good for you, releasing any tension. Let's repeat that on the other side. So ground your right foot down, bending your left knee, and see if you can grab hold of your foot, knees next to each other, and then really pull your foot close to the hips. From there, gently rotate your pelvis, so sit bones go down, pubic bone up. We'll intensify the stretch as us gently protect your back as we're coming into the posture. With your next exhale, gently folding forward from your hips. Pushing your foot into your hand, lifting it all the way up. Okay. Again, option to reach your hands all the way forward. You don't have to, but the option is there. Keep opening your chest. Holding for a last breath. And inhale gently. Coming back up, let go of your foot, plant your foot down. Your feet are hip width distance or a little bit wider. Exhale, folding forward from your hips, coming into a forward fold. And let's try to make contact with our belly and our thighs here. So even if you need to bend your knees to get there, try to place your belly onto your upper legs. You can just grab hold of your elbows to really kind of hang into the posture, nice ragdoll. Just feeling a nice release in your spine and your back. Also feel free to bring some movement into it if that feels good for you. With your next exhale, gently bend your knees, bend. Going all the way down onto your mat. And then laying down for a short Shavasana before closing off our practice. So just come and lay down onto your back. Allow your feet to fall open. Hands are slightly away from the body with the palms facing up. Your eyes gently closed. Just really take a moment to feel the nice contact of your body and your mat. Allowing yourself to melt into your mat. Letting go of any last tension you may still be holding. Just relax. Take a rest. Feel free to stay here longer if you want, which I actually highly encourage. But if you're ready to come out, gently bring some small movements back into your fingers, your toes, hands and feet. Gently making the movements a little bit bigger, maybe giving a nice big stretch, making yourself small. And finding your way back up into a seated position to close off our practice. Your next inhale, so curl your arms all the way up until your hands touch overhead. With your exhale, gently bring your hands down in front of your chest. Taking a nice deep breath for yourself. Take a nice deep breath for someone you love. Take a nice deep breath for the world in which we live. And gently bow down towards yourself to thank yourself for your practice, that you took the time out of your day to follow the class. You can gently open up your eyes again. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you would like to practice on, I will have some up for you. And if not, I wish you a lovely rest of your day and I hope to see you soon. Bye!